So welcome back. This is the part two of the exploratory analysis. Like I said, sorry, the B part of it. Like I said, I will do the part A in Jupyter Notebook and also do the part B. When we do the part A, we're talking about correlation matrix, and we're checking some descriptive statistics about our data. The categorical aspect, we're checking about the value count of the categorical aspect, and the descriptive statistics of the numerical aspect, numerical features, sorry, for data set. So we're doing some exploratory analysis using the visuals because I think this is much more easier to explain. So now this is a scatter plot of this is scatter plot. Sorry, I made a mistake. God. Okay. So sorry, I just have to. Okay, let me just leave it this way. But this is a scatter plot of I'll fix it later. It's just a minor problem. So this is a scatter plot of pharmacy and doctor. So this, as you can see, they are correlated because you have many values. As this one increases, the other one increases. I see they are increasing. But we have an outlier here, which is a matter of concern. We're having 3,000 doctors there and 418 pharmacists. So this is a matter of concern, but I will not have to fix the missing value. The reason for that is that obviously in Lagos there are more population, more Nigerians are more concentrated in Lagos because of one, opportunities. There's more businesses here, like companies where you can work and get paid. Let me just say Lagos is just developed more than other part of Nigeria, so it's more reasonable to say that there's actually a facility where there are 3,000 doctors, 3,000 plus doctors, and 400 and pharmacy 400. So this outlier is actually an insight for us. So we also have this outlier too. So there's another FCT Abuja, which is also true because FCT is the capital. So after Lagos, the next developed area is FCT, which is Abuja. So have Kaduna and others. So okay, let me go for the next one. So even this one is also correlated to between lab scientists and pharmacists too. We also have an outlier of Lagos again, which also makes sense. FCT again, which also makes sense, like we explained before. We also have another scatter plot again for nurse, midwife, and lab scientists. We have in Lagos again. Looks like Lagos is taking almost everything. So having Lagos again, others to Delta, FCT again. So these are so it makes sense that this outlier makes a lot of sense because of the population in Nigeria. There are too much concentration of people in Lagos than other part of Nigeria. So okay, let me shift this so that. Okay, let me do it for this. Okay, again, Lagos again. Okay, yeah, this is pharmacy technicians and lab technicians. So Lagos again, Kaduna, so Kano, Kaduna, and then others. So they're correlated too. So we have nurse and nurse midwife. So in this area we have Lagos again, Kaduna, Kano, FCT wasn't close yet. So they're also correlated too, and these are the outliers, and it makes sense here. Even Kaduna too and Kano are a little bit developed too, and there's more people there too. So it also makes sense that there are outliers there. Okay, so this is a junior community extension worker and a community extension worker. We have Niger. The reason for this is that if you want, most of these extension worker, attendants, all those other professionals apart from doctor, nurses, and all these popular known ones, most of them are in the northern part of Nigeria. Like most of these professions, like most of them are not in Lagos or eastern part. It's just most of them are in northern part. That's why we're seeing Niger here being an outlier. And you can see Katsina, Lagos too. Okay, Lagos too is actually a little bit, but not that far from others. But more importantly, Niger is an outlier there. Niger, made a mistake there. Let me shift this. Okay, we have another one, dentist and doctor. Now, of course, Lagos again. Then Ebonyi. Wow, this is one of the first one I've seen that have a lot of dentists and doctors too. So let me check others too. So these for lab technician and dental technician. So as you can see, Kano. Wow. So has the highest here. Lagos too again. Looks like Lagos is winning today. So the next one is lab technicians, and this healthcare. This team is healthcare information officer. Yeah. So that is him officer. This one is Lagos again. Kano and others. This one is 3 plots. The reason why I didn't do it for Scala plot is that these attendants, they are not correlated with anyone, like, and this community. Okay, let me change the color to this to red. This community, both of them are not correlated, and the 3 of them. So that's why I use the strip plot for them. So we're having Lagos again as an outlier, which makes sense. Niger, sorry. Then for the community health officer, Lagos again. Looks like many of these professionals are just concentrated in Lagos, Kano. This one Cross River. This one is actually surprising. Then this one again. Okay, let me change the color. We are having Kano, KB. Okay, Lagos is not here. These are environmental health officers. Now, okay, let's check a new chart now. Yeah, we are having doctors under registered facility. Now, we're having most of the doctors are registered. They are working on a registered facility, which is actually good for Nigerians and everything. So there are some working on the facility are working on that is not applicable. Now, what should be focused here is the ones that are suspended. So I think this needs more verification to make sure that these people are actually not working. So for the general well-being of Nigerians, so these 20 here, to make sure they are not actually in operation. They actually, so the government should check that. Then the next one is the doctors under non-registered facilities. Now, okay, like I've said, I showed in the other chart. Okay, it's also here. Okay, so under non-registered facility, like this one. Okay, like unknown, don't know that for the private we have 300, and for the public, so they don't know if, and this will need more further investigation. But for the registration suspended, over here was 20. So, which was 16 was from private and 4 was from public. So they should check them, make sure these people are not actually working, because it could harm people. So the next exploratory analysis here I did was on beds. So I gray out others because they are not actually important, but it's one of the ones that are higher. So beds per states, we have Lagos being the highest, and Katsina following up, and others. So Lagos being high, which is more reasonable, like I've said before. Yeah, for the doctors per state, we are having okay, I didn't gray out some of them here. We are having Lagos again. So there's more bed in Lagos, which makes more sense because of the population. And okay, for the ambulance, there's more ambulance services in Niger. Lagos followed up. I don't know why do we have more in Niger. Well, I think it's because of there's more facilities there than in Lagos. Like I've shown the exploratory analysis in the notebook, that there's more facilities there than in Lagos. So it's number of facility per state. Like I've said before, like there's more facility in Niger than Lagos. That's why we're having more ambulance services there. Okay. The number of doctors per public/private facilities. Like when it comes to private, we are having many doctors, and even the public sector, which is actually bad, because most of these private hospitals, they are more expensive than the public ones. So it looks like there's a shift. Many of them are just in private for profit, and few are in public. The worst of all is this. Okay. Then the next one is maps. I have to show the maps. Then for the maps, it's loading. For the map, I did a map for all the states. Now for this map, we are lacking 2 states which we didn't have the data for. We are lacking Benue and okay, I have to turn on my internet connection so it to load. We'll continue. So now I've turned on the internet connection. So now this is the map. Like I said before, we're lacking states in Benue, which is here, and in Bayelsa, which is here. Over here, Benue and Bayelsa, we're lacking information about the facilities there. So this is just a map of doctor per state. Lagos is the highest, which is 3,000 plus, and followed by others like I think Kano. Yeah. So this I've explained this before, but this map make it more interactive, like seeing different states, and like this is the FCT, this Plateau. The lowest is even Ogun State, which is the worst of all, having 69 doctors in just the whole state, which is actually bad, followed by Sokoto. Okay. This is like, let's go to the next map. And this map is just a map of facility level per state. What this means is that how many teaching hospitals we have in a particular state, how many general hospitals, how many primary health clinic, like those the basic clinic hospitals. So when it comes to teaching hospitals, we have 20 in Kaduna and we're having 7 in Lagos. I don't know why this is not actually proportional, because there are more population in this place than in this place. The worst is 1 Taraba, 1 in Adamawa, 1 in Gombe, and 1 in Jigawa. I don't know how a whole state will have only 1 teaching hospital, which is actually bad, because if someone is actually, because this teaching hospital, they treat serious health diseases, like sometimes I think surgery of all those kind. So as when someone need an urgent surgery, you have to travel from maybe year to year to be able to get it faster, or year to any bigger place, which is actually a waste of transport. So these are the things the government should look into us. So let me check for the public. For the public, there are more concentration in the north downside. Like, okay, yeah, you see Niger has the highest, Lagos, others. So let me check for the general hospital. When it comes to general hospital, opposite is the case. Now there are more concentration of here than here. So it simply means that most of government investments are going into, or government facility are in the north than in the what's in the south. That's what this visualization is actually showing us. Okay, let me check the ownership per state. This map of facility ownership per state. So how many private facilities are having, how many public facilities are having per state. Now for the private, we're having more private facility in Lagos and okay, other states. Now the opposite will be the case now when we check it out for public. For public, there are more in the north again. So what this shows us that there are many public, or let me say money government allocation for healthcare facility in the north than over here in the south, which is actually not proportional, because over here there are more population in this Lagos more than other places. So I don't know why there'll be more facilities here than here, and for that matter government facilities. So let me check. Okay, this one is map of number of medical professionals per state. Now when it comes to medical professionals per state, Niger is the highest. Niger is the highest. I don't know why I keep calling this Niger. Niger is the highest with 40,800. And the reason for this is because of the number of facilities there, and most of them are government facilities. Then Lagos took second place, which is this. So this will be the end of the exploratory analysis. The next one will be data visualization. Although I've explained most of this visualization, data visualization will just be like just explaining the two things, because I've made most of my explanation in this exploratory analysis. So thank you and goodbye.